Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a politically radical movement known as the hip-hop pioneer group Public Enemy. The group was formed by Carlton D. Ridinghauer, known as Chuck D, and William Drayton Jr., known as Flavor Flav. In 1985, in Roosevelt, New York. Other original members of the group were Richard Griffin, known as Professor Griff. He had the title of Minister of Information. Norman Rogers, known as Terminator X. He was the main DJ of the group, and he also did some production for the group as well. And the S1Ws, which stood for Security of the First World. Hank Shockley was also an unofficial member of the group. He was more in the background as the producer of their sick beats with the Bomb Squad. So shout out to Hank Shockley and his Bomb Squad holding it down on the production end. Public Enemy's debut album, Yo! Bum Rush the Show, was released in 1987. Also in 1987, they toured as the opening act for the one and only Beastie Boys. In 1988, Public Enemy released their critically acclaimed album, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. This album included such bangers as Bring the Noise, Don't Believe the Hype, Night of the Living Bassheads, Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos. In 1989, Minister of Information Professor Griff left the group under controversial statements he made that was viewed as being anti-Semitic. In 1990, the group released their most commercially successful album called Fear of a Black Planet. Cuts off this album included Welcome to the Terror Dome, 911 is a Joke, and Fight the Power. The song Fight the Power was actually the theme song of Spike Lee's 1989 movie Do the Right Thing. In 1991, the group released their album, Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Black. This album included the cuts, Can't Trust It, I Don't Want to Be Called Your Nigger, and a song called By the Time I Get to Arizona. The song, By the Time I Get to Arizona, was targeted at all the states that at the time refused to recognize Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday as a national holiday. In 1992, Public Enemy performed at the Reading Festival in the UK. In 1994, the group released their album Muse, Sick in Our Message. Also in 1994, DJ Terminator X shattered his left leg in a motorcycle accident. By 1998, he was ready to retire, and he cordially left the group. However, there was some good news for the group in 1998, as the Minister of Information, Professor Griff, returned to the group. In 1999, the group brought in DJ Lord to replace Terminator X. Also in 1999, they released their album called There's a Poison Going On. In 2002, they released their album called Revolver-Lution. In 2005, they released their album New World Order. New World Order. In 2007, they released their album with a long title called How You Sell Soul to a Soulless People Who Sold Their Soul. The single released from this album was appropriately called Harder Than You Think. In 2011, the group released a compilation album called Beats and Places, which featured remixes and unreleased tracks. In 2012, the group released the album Most of My Heroes Still Don't Appear on No Stamp, exclusively on iTunes. Also in 2012, they released the album called The Evil Empire of Everything. In 2014, Chuck D launched PE 2.0 with Oakland rapper Jay High as a spiritual successor and the next generation of Public Enemy. PE 2.0's first album, called People Get Ready, was also released in 2014. In 2015, PE 2.0 released the album called Inspired. Also in 2015, Public Enemy released the album Man Plans, God Laughs. In 2017, the group released the album Nothing is Quick in the Desert. In 2020, they released a anti-Donald Trump song and video called State of the Union. Shut the fuck up. So. Also in 2020, they released their album called What You Gonna Do When the Grid Goes Down? That's an interesting question. Public Enemy definitely has been a major influence in not just hip hop, but in the main landscape of society as well. They've had a major influence over these past 30 plus years, almost 40 years in the business. So much respect to them. Chuck D, Flavor Flav, and the rest of the guys continue to do their thing in this present day. And nothing but blessings and light to these brothers. They've had a major influence, and they continue to push their message to this in this present day. So, like I said, much love, respect, and light to these brothers. With that, I'm gonna end the video right here. Please feel free to like, share, comment on this video. Also, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. After subscribing, please click that little notification bell in order to be notified of any new uploads from this channel. Thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate it. With that, I am out on this one. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! One love. Stay safe. Continue to be blessed.